Welcome to the Prehocracy Show, the show before the show that you watch after the show.
And by the show, he means the Adhocracy Show, your weekly show where we celebrate advertising, marketing, art, and design.
Well, and what we're going to be talking about today is running.
Yeah, and art. Well, kind of. We just wanted to point out that we have some new art on our set. This is an airbrushed painting of the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Yep.
It is a Keith Monson original.
And this over here is a screen print made specifically from us by your sister.
Yep. She's taking a screen printing class.
That's fantastic.
And made us a poster, and hopefully we can get that, make a bigger one and put it like in one of like these ones or something. But we were really excited to get both pieces of art, and if you have something to send us,
we would love to have it, and we'd love to put it up and feature it.
Yeah, just message us and we'll let you know the details or the deets, as the youth say.
As the youths of today say.
Youths.
Youths.
That's a tough word. Anyway, but so now we covered the art portion. Running.
So yeah, today's show we're actually going to be going through a swag bag that David received. He recently ran the St. George Marathon a couple of weeks ago.
Yep, it was a good time. I want to put out that you guys should start running because it's a good thing. It's good time. I've come up with some of my best ideas for this show while running. I've listened to some great books while running.
I came up with equally great ideas not running.
That's true. Yeah, wow. That's good. That's a good point.
That's the showers for me. That's where it's. Well, not really. Random ideas come all the time. But
yeah, you actually write them down though. It's kind of hard to write down ideas when you're running. I
had such a good idea and I can't remember what it was.
There's been many a time where I've come to JD with that statement.
You need like a pen, like a
pen or like a voice recorder. Like, memo to yourself. Oh, I forgot the idea.
Crap, what was it? So yeah, we'll be talking about that, going through your swag bag. What's in the swag bag?
Stay tuned to find out. Well, go to the next show, or you maybe already know because this is the show. Yeah, you watch after the show.
Maybe you're a non-traditionalist and you watch this before the show.
It's possible. I mean, that'd be like.
But we wanted to cover running in general.
Yeah.
And last time we talked about our art history. This time we're going to talk about our running, and I'll go first because I suck at running. I have done some running. I do enjoy a good 5K because of the social aspect of it.
You are a social runner.
I am. I do love the social running. Running like on a treadmill saps my soul from any energy and gives me shin splints.
What about like solo running, like out in the field in the countryside with the flowers and the trees and stuff?
I don't know that I have areas that I've ran where there are fields and countrysides and meadows, but because it's usually like suburb areas, so.
Okay.
I used to live in an area, and this is where a lot of my running came from. There was a time where I was trying to be serious about running. I probably ran for a year and a half, and this was before I had a baby. As soon as she came,
goodbye running.
Time has gone out the door, and the things that were non-essential, the things that were not. That got caught. But I did used to live in an area in Utah that has a nice little lake and a nice trail, and the trail actually was a full 5K. Like you basically ran the trail, and it was
your 5K.
Yeah, it was a 5K basically. So it was a nice thing, and I had a dog at that time. He has since gone, and so my running has gone to shambles, and I have not ran. I ran at the 5K that we did, the Heroes v Villains that we showed. I need to show that video. I'll post that video of us running and David Landeen passing me like several times. But that's me. I have a hard time getting into it.
Yeah, it's understandable.
I have talked to many people that are like, oh, you just got to keep at it and you'll love it. And
I disagree.
I don't love it. You disagree with that?
I disagree that just keep going and you'll learn to love it. I think that sometimes that works, but I don't think there are people who like running and there are people who don't like running. And I think that the not liking running can switch, but it's not because you decide to start running even though you hate it. I think it's because you suddenly see a benefit to it.
I see.
And that benefit is your motivation, whether that's endorphins, whether that's health benefits, whether that's just some time by yourself. There's a lot of people, I think a lot of people, they don't necessarily run because they love running. They run for the benefits of running. And once you really like those benefits, and the benefits outweigh how hard it is to run, then yeah, you'll like running because you.
And I like the idea that it's seemingly cheap to do.
Oh, it's seemingly. You think, it's
Like you go through shoes and clothes and like you need different things for it.
Yeah, but I mean, I totally.
That's one thing that people tout is like, it's free. You can just go out into the wilderness.
I have spent so much money on running.
I can imagine you have.
I have spent a lot of money on running.
So let's talk about you and running. Like, how long have you been running?
Started running, let's see, I want to say about 4 years ago. It was a 4th of July family reunion, and one of my wife's family members needed somebody to go running with. And I was like, I did not run before that. I played soccer, but I did not run. I thought running was dumb. I said, I'm not going to pay. I mean, why would you pay to run? Like,
because that's ridiculous.
It is. And I thought that
I'm going to run around a park and I have to pay for this?
Yeah, exactly. And I was completely that attitude. And I went for the run. And then the next day we had the family 5K. And I won the family 5K. I was like, okay, maybe I'm actually good at this. Like, I haven't run. Well, no. I almost lost. That's what it was. I was like, one of my nephews almost just beat me in a 5K. Can't let that happen. I need to start running and getting better because they're getting faster, so I need to get faster too. So then I ran like.
Did you run so far away?
So far away.
I ran. Sorry, go ahead.
So then that first day I ran like 3 miles just with and the next day I ran 6 miles because I ran the 5K and then I ran it again. Because some of my nephews woke up late and so I ran again, and then the next day I ran again really far, and then the next day I got IT band issues and couldn't run for like 3 weeks. Got new shoes, paid a whole bunch of money for those new shoes, and then you have to keep running because you just put a whole bunch of money into new shoes.
So it really was like a bug for you. Like you did it, and you were like, wow,
nothing. I mean, I was in pretty good shape from soccer.
Well, yeah, soccer. You're running
lifestyle,
quite a bit.
And I'm not one to sit still for very long. I'm always hiking.
Dave has two positions, on and off.
I really do.
I have learned this several times where we've been in meetings and all of a sudden
I'm out.
Dave's just.
I'm not doing anything. I'm out. It's just how it goes. There was one night where I laid down in bed and I said to Shanae, my wife, that's her name, you need to tell me whatever it is in 6 seconds because I'm going to be asleep. And I was asleep in 6 seconds, snoring.
That's a wonderful ability to have. I would love to be able to fall asleep in 6 minutes.
I can fall asleep so fast. It's pretty.
That's when a lot of good ideas come, and I have a problem because those good ideas are really good ideas, and I have to write them down, so I grab my phone and then that brings up a new good idea.
So I have my phone across the room, so
that's a good idea.
But that's the one the alarm goes off. I have to actually get up to go get it. But I've learned many ways to get across the room without getting off the bed, and then I fall asleep. All right.
So what's your purpose in running now? I mean, you did it because you liked it. I mean, you started off because you're liking it. But
yeah, I started off because I like running. I thought it was fun. I also like that it's individual sport. So if you fail, you're not letting down your team. You're not letting down other people. Really, it's you and yourself. That's your only teammate. There's only competition. And then I like the races for the social atmosphere. I think that just the energy that's there and the accomplishment that you feel afterwards. So started off with half marathons, went to marathons. Then my goal was to qualify for Boston, which I did this last time, and so now I'm going to run Boston. So really, I'm just trying
You're headed towards that then? Like you're... Like, you're like looking for new and more marathons to go to?
Yeah, well, kind of. I think so. I don't know. This was my goal the whole time with marathons, was to qualify for Boston, to run Boston. And so now I think it's just to lower my time to get a better seat at Boston. And then after Boston, I'm going to try and transition to triathlons and then eventually run do an Ironman. And then I won't know what to do with my life.
You will have hit your goal and just...
Or maybe I'll die at the Ironman. But what would be awesome is if, like, by the time I do the Ironman, like, we have this, like, giant channel and, like, we can sponsor me.
Yeah. We'll be cheering you on from the
We'll have, like, fans will come to the Ironman to cheer.
Yeah, definitely.
They'll hold up, like, really well-designed signs.
I like that.
Yeah. Anyway, but reasons I run, I love the health benefits. I love you can go out and run like 10 miles one day and get home and do nothing else for the rest of the day and nobody will call you lazy.
So it's enabling.
It's really enabling.
It's enabling your laziness.
But I also just I feel like the endorphins, if I don't go for a run, I just don't have a good day. It's just kind of like it's my drug, it's my therapist, you know. But it's kind of like, I like it, I enjoy it. But I totally understand when people don't get it, when people don't like it. Don't just think you're going to suddenly love it. You need to find a benefit, and then you need to as soon as that benefit outweighs how, like, you're seeing the benefits more than the struggle of running, then you suddenly like it because you're like getting more benefit out of it than struggle. But I'm definitely not one that's like, hey, just start running, just go out and do it, because really there's a lot of money to put in. There's a lot of
there's technique and
there could be injury. There's a lot that could happen. So if you want to just dabble in it, sure, go ahead, but make it your choice. Don't have somebody like force it upon you or choose it for you or anything like that. There's no way I would have started running if it wasn't my choice, and I chose to start running, and now I love it. And
now it's your thing.
My thing.
Your thing.
And again, I just love that if I fail, I only let down myself and no team members. I hope a therapist, like some psychologist, watches all our videos sometimes, and sometimes just calls us up and okay, you have some issues you need to get through.
Here are your problems.
All right.
And here are your problems.
Yeah. So if anybody sees this and knows a good psychologist, go ahead, have him watch all of these, and I'm curious to know what my issues are.
I'm probably psychopath.
That would not be a good thing. This October for Halloween, so maybe
I love October.
Maybe we'll find out. All right, we should probably get this episode started.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I believe you're starting.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Well, okay.
Yeah, I need some water.
Oh, that talk of running got me thirsty.
I know. Now you're thinking of running.
Yeah. All right. Welcome to the Adhocracy Show. On today's episode,
David went for a jog.
Dang it. I forgot to look at my second line. All right. Okay. Welcome to the Adhocracy Show. On today's episode,
David went for a jog.
Marketing to runners.
And we're going to go through his swag bag.
We'll be right back.
With 5Ks, with 10Ks, with running in general, you usually get some amount of advertising with this. A lot of this comes in the form of a swag bag.